Hello my dear students, welcome back to online class. In previous class we have already discussed about the chapter change around us from your NCERT book science chapter number 6. We have already discussed about changes, that was reversible changes, what is reversible changes, and how you can say that this change is reversible or not, with proper explanation and examples. Today I'm going to discuss about irreversible changes. Okay, so let's begin with that. Irreversible changes, changes that cannot be reversed, are called irreversible changes. Okay, and there are a large number of irreversible changes that take place around us, and these result in a new material being produced which may or may not be useful. So an irreversible change is a permanent change that cannot be undone. In an irreversible change, a new substance are formed. But in case of reversible change, no new substance is formed. Okay, there are so many examples of irreversible changes around us. You can take example of for making cake batter is to make cake batter, that is very essential. So cake batter is made from eggs, flour, sugar, butter. Once the cake has been baked, you cannot get back the ingredients back. Okay, so this is an example of irreversible change. Another example, cooking. We cannot get back the substance that we originally started with. Okay, so we cannot get these all ingredients that is used for cooking in different form after cooking. Okay, as it has been totally prepared, that's why. And mixing substance can also cause an irreversible change. Example, when vinegar is mixed with bicarbonate of soda, you can observe the release of carbon dioxide gas in the form of bubbles. Again, here we cannot we cannot get back our original substances. Okay, now you can see some examples of irreversible changes. First is ripening of fruits. This is an irreversible change because it is not possible to get back the raw fruits from the ripened or mature ones, as this is a gradual process from flower to fruit, then raw fruit to ripe fruit. So ripening of fruit is an irreversible change. Here you can see the picture also. Okay, now comes to next example of irreversible change, that is blooming of flowers. It is also a scenario of nature that is an irreversible change because flowers cannot change back into buds. First the flower, before blooming into flower, it actually acts as the buds, then buds grow gradually and it becomes a blooming flower. Okay, so it is also an irreversible changes, that's why flowers cannot change back into buds. Okay, next an example, that is souring of milk or curdling of milk. Means here milk gets spoiled when it is not being refrigerated, particularly in summer. This is the common case, curdling or souring of milk, which is an irreversible change. And curdling of milk is done by adding lemon juice to milk for making cottage cheese or paneer. So this is an irreversible changes. You can see the picture of curdling or souring of milk. After curdling or souring of milk, how it looks. Okay, so here from you here you can conclude how curdling of milk is. Okay, I hope you understood these three examples of irreversible changes. Okay, now comes to next two examples. Okay, with picture, that is cooking of food. It is an irreversible changes because we cannot get back the ingredients in their original form after cooking them. For example, after cake is baked using flour, eggs, milk, chocolate, etc., we cannot get back the ingredients, as you know that cake batter is made from eggs, flour, sugar, butter, then chocolates. Okay, and some other flavoring agent like vanilla. Okay, so once the cake has been baked, you cannot get back the ingredients back. And cooking is another example. We cannot get back the substance that we originally started with, such as frying an egg. That is when an egg is on the frying pan, then it become poach or omelette, then it cannot turn back to its original form. So this is also an irreversible changes. Okay, next comes to another example, that is burning of paper. Burning of paper is an irreversible changes, as you have already read that it is a permanent change that cannot be undone and a new substance is formed. So here burning of paper produce some substance like ash. A new substance, that is ash, is left or formed after the paper has been burnt, and this new substance differs from the paper in its appearance and properties also. So previously the paper was the appearance of paper and properties of paper is totally different from the ash that is being after it is just burnt. Okay, so the new properties of that paper when it become ash, so new substance is being formed. So when paper is burnt, then ash and smoke released, a new substance is released. Okay, and another example of irreversible changes such as metal rusting, that is iron rusting. Iron actually get rusted in presence of air and water in nature. Okay, so a long exposure to air and water actually consequences as rusting of iron. So this is also an irreversible changes. Okay, I hope you understood this, and if you have any problem, just ask me in the e-portal. Okay students, thank you, have a nice day.